life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, have to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live in my...
What's up, YouTubers and official narcs? This is Mike for Narcotropolis. This is a request. Jen hit me up and asked me when I was going live again. I said I didn't know, but I thought about her this morning, and I thought about doing a live. I got a lot to talk about, a lot of things happening. There's some things I can't talk about on here because there is family watching my channel, and I don't want things to get back to them, what my plans are and what we're doing in the next couple of weeks. Cousins, like second cousins and stuff like that, Ashley's, family side and stuff like that, kids involved. So they watch this channel, so we got to keep that to ourselves. But I will give you an update of what's going on when it happens. It didn't happen yet, but it will soon. Another thing, I am going to Chester, which is about 10-15 minutes from Philly, maybe 10 minutes from Philly, from where the Philadelphia Eagles play. About 10 minutes straight down I-95 past the Philadelphia International Airport. Second week in September, I am going to meet up with Brittany and Brian. I will have Elias with me. There's some things they got to talk about. It's their business. I don't want to talk about it, but I did tell them I'll meet them there. So that way I don't have to drive 5 hours to Virginia. I could just drive 10-15 minutes right from the Eagles football stadium. Hey, Rose, how are you? This month, okay. I'm waiting for you. He goes to school. Yeah, he goes to school every day. But he don't go to school all day, right? So I'm sure you're not coming while he's in school and then leaves before he gets out of school. He gets out of school at 3:00 every day, Monday through Friday. Doesn't mean I can't meet up with you, like 12 or 9 or 10, whatever. I just got to pick him up after school at 3:00, and then we'll go from there. Or whatever time you get here. I need to pick him up at 3. I'm driving to Florida either in October or November. I'm going to stop to see my brothers from my dad's side. I got a brother in Jacksonville. I have a brother in what's that place called? It's like 5 minutes from Miami, and I have a sister in Orlando from my dad's side. So I'm going to be going down there. The reason why I say October, November is because you guys know my case is October 2nd. I hear once you get a settlement, you'll get a check within a week or two, but I don't know how true that is. So if I get it in October, I'm going in October. If I get it in November, which I don't see it going into December. So if I get the check in November, I'm going in November. That's why I said I'm going in October, November. I already told my brothers they can't wait. I never met them before from my dad's side. You remember my dad's side, the one they said that all his kids are pedophiles. Remember that? If you watched the other channel, yes, those people that are very, very respected. They adopt kids. They have to put them through college. One of my brothers is the biggest real estate guy in Jacksonville. I got a brother in Boca Raton, Florida. These people are very successful. And you got people talking shit about my family, don't even know my family. You know what I mean? Never even met my father. So, yeah. But that's what they do. But that's we're not here to talk about them like they talk about me. I don't need their paycheck. They need mine. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down there. Of course, I'm taking you guys with me. The whole trip from Philly, every state I stop, I will be doing an upload. I'll probably go live from south of the border in South Carolina for you guys. But yeah, all the way down, every state, South, North Carolina, Atlanta, not Atlanta, Georgia, I will be doing videos all the way down to Jacksonville, and then Orlando, and then Daytona Beach, Miami. I'm going to go all the way down to the Keys. Um, I am going to be buying a new car, and my vehicle, I'm giving it to my daughter, Kaden. She's going for her license October 1st when she turns 18. That she wanted to wait till she turns 18 to get her license, so that she don't have to go through that teenage shit. Yeah, you have to get your permit first, and you have to wait a few months. And so she's like, I'll just wait till I'm 18. So October 1st, she turns 18. I'm gonna go take her to get her license, and then I'm gonna buy me a car. I'm not spending no more than 15,000 on a car. I was thinking about buying a used Tesla for like 15,000 miles on there, 20,000. But then I heard too much bad things about the electric on them cars. So I'm just going to go gas. I don't want electric cars. Not yet. I'm not ready for that. Maybe my kids in the future will have one, but not me. I'm old fashioned. So, and then I'm going to give her my vehicle. But yeah, I'm taking a trip by myself down there. If I get like crazy money, like some people are saying, oh, you might get $80,000, you might get 70,000, you might get 60. That to me, that's crazy money. If I get that, 1,000% I'll be taking a trip to the UK if I get my passport. And I've been looking into that. Yes, I have a felony in my record, but it's more than 20 years ago. They go by recent stuff. I don't know if you follow wrestling or not, but there's a wrestler on there called Jacob Fatu. He's a son of a Hall of Famer. He has a bad criminal record, and every time WWE goes over the pond into Germany or anywhere in Europe, he's not allowed to go. It's hard for him to get a passport because his crimes were recent, within 5 years. So I should be fine. Yes, I'm listen, for all my UK fans, I'm going to meet up with Pete. All right, I'm going to meet up with Pete. You guys know who Pete is. He's always in my live streams and always in my comments. Yeah, like I will let you know. I will let you guys know if I get my passport, when I'm going, and then somehow find out where Pete's at, and then we can meet up. Because I want to meet a lot of you guys. Kumeg is one. She's not too far from Pete. I forgot the other girl's name. I forgot her name. She's not far. She said she was like an hour from Kumeg or something like that. Stay at mine. Is that where you at? UK, Worcester? Is that? I think that's Worcester. I don't know. Is that where you're at, Purple? Yeah, he said he's going to show me up. Yeah, Purple. Listen, I can't go to everybody's place. That's why I said I'm going to go straight to Pete's. And since Pete knows where you guys live at, he's down there. I don't know nothing about Europe. He's down there, and all you got to do is contact Pete through Facebook. I'm a YouTube or Facebook. And he'll tell you where we're at. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to stay in the UK area, like London area where Pete is at. Kumeg says she's like 25 minutes from there or something like that. I want to meet my UK fans and hang out with you guys. I haven't been down in Kensington. These videos that you've been watching, these videos are like 2 weeks old. I told you when I went down there and Pete gave me that nice donation. That's why you just seen it recently. The last one, you hear me thanking Pete at the end. Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. I haven't been down Kensington. I'm losing my mojo for it, man. I'm being honest. I'm just being completely honest. This is what I've been doing. Some of you like it, some of you don't. But I'll throw a Kensington video in there once in a while. But I've been doing a lot of research of Philadelphia. I've been doing my homework. It's crazy the things that I found out. I've been in Philly all my life. When you go to school, the only thing they teach you in Philly about Philly is the Liberty Bell, the Independence, Benjamin Franklin, Betsy Ross, and the flag. That's what they teach you. There's hundreds and hundreds of more things that went on in Philly that nobody knows about. And I've been watching these videos on YouTube. It's called the Philadelphia Experiment, something like that. It's like they're like a half hour each, but there's like 9 parts. It starts all the way from William Penn in 1865 to like like 1900, and then part 2 will be like 1900 to 1915, and then 1915 to 1935, like that. It's like half a, and there was I was just watching it. There's a lot of things I didn't know. Of course, you guys know that here in Philadelphia, everything started here. The first zoo, the first highway, the first bank, the first firehouse, everything here, first library. I mean, everything was first here. When William Penn came here, he was in prison, over the pond, and the king, I think it was the king of what was his name? One of the British kings, somebody owed his dad a lot of money, and his dad died. William Penn Sr. died. So when William Penn Jr. got out of jail, he was submitted to the king, and the king told him, "I owe your dad, so I'm going to pass it on to you." And he gave him like 6,500 miles of land, where we're at in Pennsylvania. And when he came here, the only thing that was here was there was some Scottish people here living here, like in little log houses, but there was a lot of Indians. They were called I can't pronounce it. The Nanapi Indians lived here in the Philadelphia area. And the Scottish were fighting with the Indians all the time. They were killing each other and stuff like that. But when William Penn came, he made a deal with the Indians. We got to live in peace here. And they made a little treaty. And that's where, to this day, if there's a little park by the river, it's called Penn Treaty Park. I did tons of lives there. Remember, I used to sit in my car and I would do my lives. Remember that? I used to sit in my car and you see the river in the back. That's Penn Treaty Park. That's where that took place. So there's a lot of history here. I've been doing my homework. Do you remember that building I took you guys in one time? I said, this is the Quaker church, like the Quakers came here. And then, I just learned, I didn't know this, but the Quakers own slaves, and they're like a Christian-based church, and they own slaves. And Sir Gerard, there's a famous avenue down here in Philadelphia called Gerard Avenue. It's right off Kensington Avenue. It's called Gerard. I never knew why it was called Gerard. Now I know, because I've been watching this program. Sir Gerard was a Christian, that came from Britain somewhere, and he told the Quakers, "You guys are supposed to be Christian. Like you're not just having slaves, you're racial profiling slaves because you got all black slaves. Because at that time they had white slaves, Chinese slaves, slaves from Europe, but the Quakers only had black slaves. Even William Penn had slaves, and they're only black people. So Sir Gerard told them, you can't do this. Like you're profiling a race, and you're not supposed to have slaves. So he talked them out of it, and the Quakers were against slavery. And they told all Quakers, if you have a slave, you're not welcome in our church. So that's why that place is still sitting. That church is still sitting there on 4th and Arch, across you from the fire station. Remember I showed you the first fire station with all the fire trucks on the wall, all the old fire trucks on the wall? Right across the street is this Quaker church. And I took these interview for it. Remember, I was like, wow, this place is awesome. And it had like a museum. Then it had the church, the old benches. That's the Quaker church. That's where all that stuff took place. There's streets down here called Passyunk Avenue, Wigglehockin Avenue. I don't know what. I just found out those are names of tribes, Indian tribes that lived here in Philly, Pennsylvania. I never knew that. So let me get back to William Penn. When he came here and he found the land, he wanted to name it Sylvania. Sylvania is another word for forest, woods, because there was nothing but trees and woods. And the king said, no, I want you to name it after your father, Penn. So he named it Pennsylvania. That's why he named it Pennsylvania. He wanted to just name it Sylvania. That's it. And then the yellow fever of 1860. I should have wrote all this stuff down. But when I do these videos, I'm going to have all that stuff written down so I don't forget. But there was a yellow fever that killed 50% of Philadelphians. Like it was killing everybody. Like so much history in Philadelphia. I mean, I couldn't believe how much Octavius Cato, the man who went around knocking on people's doors and telling them they passed the 16th Amendment or the 17th Amendment. Black people are allowed to vote now. Like a lot of that stuff happened here in Philadelphia. You think Rosa Parks was the first. No, Octavius Cato's wife. She was the first Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks wasn't allowed to sit in the front of the bus. They told her to get in the back, and she refused. And they beat her up and locked her up and all that stuff. And she became famous because of that. Rewind that 100 years before that, here in Philadelphia. Octavio Cato's wife, his wife, at that time, they didn't have vehicles, but the vehicles were pulled by horses, and the transportation vehicles that people ride were also being pulled by multiple horses, like six. At that time, black people were not allowed to be on them. Not forget about sitting in the back. They couldn't walk in there. They weren't allowed to ride in them. And eventually that stopped, and the mayor of Philadelphia at the time said we can't do this no more. They should be allowed to ride. And when Octavius Cato's wife tried to get on it after they passed the bill, she tried to get on it right there on Broad and Walnut in Center City. The white driver, pulling the horses, told her, "No, you can't get on." And she said, "Hey, the mayor passed the bill that no, you can't get on." So she went with her husband Octavius Cato, and they complained to the mayor, and the mayor had him arrested, and he lost his job. But that's the real first one that had that issue with transportation, not Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks happened in the 20th century. But yeah, there's a lot of history here. I couldn't believe it. When William Penn died, 2 years after he died, Benjamin Franklin came. He was only 17 years old when he came here. There's so much I got to tell you about Philadelphia. And as I'm telling you the story, I'm going to take you to these locations. So listen, a lot of people like these videos I do, but now that I got a lot of knowledge about it, you're going to even love it more. So yeah, I'm going to go slow with Kensington, man. It's just someone sent me I don't want to say the amount, but I spent some things on some wound care, bought some stuff. I said it in my videos over and over again. If you want to send wound care, send cash on PayPal, and then I'll show you when I'm on Kensington giving it out. I'm going to use initials. I'm not going to use names. Like for instance, Janae's JF. I would say thanks, JF. This is what I bought with your money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say names no more. These people are desperate. I mean, really, really desperate. Like I just can't believe how desperate these people are. Like, really, there's nothing else to talk about drones. It's over. Okay, everybody knows my convictions, my past, and everybody knows what I'm doing now. So it's sad that people will do anything for a buck. It's crazy, Like, I just can't believe it. Many people told me this person's crazy. She's obsessed. She can't stop. It's all about money, obviously. She's making money off your stuff because there are other channels not making money. And obviously, that's what it is. Everybody's starting to see it. And I'm going to say, because she's going to play this back, why are you worried about how many views? Why are you worried about my kids, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, my family, my job, what I do, when I fart, when I shit? Why are you worried about me? So I'm going to say it. Her last couple lives, like 200 views. You know what I mean? Like, people are starting to see. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to get tired of her shit. You know what I mean? That doesn't last forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm switching it up. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of homework. I feel like when I was a kid, I said this before in the upload. When I was a kid and I used to go downtown, I used to hooky school, go downtown with my friends. All we did was go to Independence Hall, Liberty Bell, Betsy Ross' house, and Benjamin Franklin's grave, and Benjamin Franklin's house on Market Street, which I never took you guys. I'll take you there soon. Yeah, I didn't know about all that other stuff about the Indians and Gerard and Wigglehonkin and Passyunk, even Edgar Allan Poe, which I took you to his house. Never went inside, but that'll be happening soon too. I'm going to focus more on that. Listen, I know I don't get as many views I do when I do Kensington video, but I got to the point that I'm tired of doing YouTube stuff. I really am, because it's not where I thought I would be at this time when I first started. I'm not where I want to be. So I feel like I'm wasting my time. I really do. I really do feel like I'm wasting my time, and it's sad because the people of Kensington, they need help. They need help, but like I said, I can't help them if I don't have supplies, and I'm not going to go out there and just record. You know, my last couple of videos, you see me talking about it, and you don't see me giving anything out because I really don't have that much in my bag. I was only targeting people where I can really see bad wounds on them, you know, on their face, on their arms, and then I'll give them. But yeah, before I would stop and ask everybody. I don't do that no more. You know, yeah, it's if Rose, if we go live, nobody's gonna know our location. Like for example, uh, let's say we go to a diner. Let's say me and you go to a diner and we go live, right? I'm gonna make sure nothing in the background says what diner we're at. You know what I'm saying? Because from past experiences, like these people are sick, Rose. From past experience, when they found out where I was, I had security coming up to me, cops and all that dumb shit that they called. Yeah, yeah, this guy he has a bomb, or this guy has a gun, or this guy like dumb shit. So I don't give them that opportunity no more, and I know that bothers them because they like to break my balls, but I don't allow them to break it no more. I know what I know. See, they taught me how to be safe. You know what I'm saying? So if we go live, Rose, remember when I went live with Brian and Brittany in the tent? You knew I was in Kensington, right? You knew I was in a green tent, right? Okay. But how do you know where I'm at? There's a lot of green tents in Kensington. There's hundreds of tents. A lot of them are green. You don't know where I'm at. All you seen was me in a tent in Kensington. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I made sure I didn't come out the tent when I was doing lives. On the upload, you saw where I was at. So I'm not there no more. It's the upload. Yeah, but listen, Rose, listen, they have nothing to do with it, Rose. It's the supplies not coming in no more. That's why I want to stop doing Kensington videos. I'm not like these other YouTube channels that they go down there and film and not give nothing back. There's only a little bit of people that do that go out there and give back. Number one, Mal. You know that. I don't care. Oh, he's always talking about Mal. He's always jocking and sweating because it's facts what I say about Mal. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit here and tell me that he doesn't give back? You know, so Mal's one. I'm another. Frank sometimes gives back, and that's about it. That's about it. Everybody else either rides around in their car and film, don't give shit back. Ride around a little scooter, film, don't give shit back. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm not going to be one of them. I'm not going to be one of them. Thank you, Jeannie Lynn. Yes, I have a lot of people say they love them videos, but I just don't get as many views I do when I do a Kensington video. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. That shit might pick up. I don't know. I'll try it out. But I didn't say I'm never going to do a Kensington video again. You know what I mean? If somebody sends me money and says, "Hey, listen, I want you to buy some wound care with this," okay, yeah, I'll buy it, and then I have to give it. I'll be in Kensington giving it out. You know, but I'm not going to keep going out of Kensington with just a couple things. You know, what I mean, I want to have more, but I just want a couple things. Hold on. BM. I wrote the name down, but I'm not going to say the name. But a BM send me some money, and I'm not going to say male or female, but next time I go in Kensington, do Kensington video, which I don't know when. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to take a break because court's October 2nd. We're in September, you know. When I get paid September 21st from YouTube from August pay, it's really not that much. Hoping I get a check the first week in October, so I don't have to wait till October 21st to get a YouTube pay. So I'm going to gamble and say that I'm going to get a paycheck the first week of October. So that's why I'm not going to be doing that many videos this month. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you, man. I'm not going to be making videos this month. I'm going to take a break. So that way you can go to the other channel and see what they talk about. They're going to go bananas. You know, I posted on my community post I'm sitting here drinking Hennessy. I'm drinking Twisted Tea, and I'm like thinking, should I go live? Should I go live? Should I go live? One person commented, right, and said, go live, go live. And the channel name, it just said B on it. And I went to their channel like stuff, and they said they made that channel, I think it was in May or June of this year. So you know who that is, right? She wants me to go live so she can talk about things. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's begging me to go live on a hidden channel. So I just blocked that channel and delete her comment. Yeah, that's what they want. Without me going lives and doing, talking, they have no content at all. They have nothing. Her views are down to 200 now. her live views are like to 200. It's crazy. So she'll talk about that. Why are you worried about my views? Like I said, why are you worried about when I take a shit or when I go to the bathroom or go outside or talk on YouTube? Why do you worry about that? You know what I mean? Like, so hypocritical, these people. One thing I learned, he is music with videos. I will be doing that. Be careful with that, though. You can get a copyright. Send me a shot of that Hennessy. I got more than Hennessy. I'm going to show you what I got. I'm going to show you what I got, guys. Listen, I'm not an alcoholic. I told you guys I don't drink, but now that I've been feeling better, this has been helping me out a lot. This is helping me a lot. I don't get drunk. I'll drink like 2 Twisted Teas, take a couple shot of Hennessy or some tequila, and once I start feeling like a little buzzy, then I stop drinking because I don't like to get drunk because I don't like to throw up. I don't like to be dizzy. I don't like that shit. But just a little feeling. You know what I'm talking about, right? Some people can't control their liquor. I can. You know what I mean? Once I start feeling like a little buzz, that's enough. That's enough for me to drink. That's no more. And I sit here and I listen to my freestyle club music from the 80s and 90s. Johnny O, Stevie B, Cynthia, Coro. If you're familiar with that kind of music. But let me show you what I got. Let me move this all over. What the hell happened here? What the hell happened here? There it is. I was like, what the hell happened to my chat? Okay, let me move this here. Move this here. Then put this up here. I know you can hear the bottles, but Ashley's brother brung the liquor and he bought the Twisted Teas. Where's that right here? Right here. There you go. See? Got the Twisted Teas. I got the Hennessy. I got the tequila. This is the best right here. And then Twisted Teas, which I'm going to drink one right now. Let me shut that off. Hold on, give me a second. Since there was a time, guys, I'm going to be honest. When I first started doing my lives, I didn't like nobody talking about marijuana or drinking because my channel is like a recovery channel, not just for opioids. There was people coming in the chat that were recovering addicts. So there was somebody, I don't want to say her name. She came up on the stream one time and she was drinking. She was drinking and smoking. And one of the viewers got offended. I come to this channel for recovery. I'm a recovering alcoholic, and you have someone up there drinking and smoking. So I asked her, to put it away, or I'm going to take her off, and she respectfully did take it down. But since now, I'm going to be doing mixed things, a lot of different things. I don't think it's bad for me drinking Twisted Tea. Not on camera though. I still won't do it on camera, but I'm going to enjoy Twisted Tea right now. But like I said, I never had any drinking problems, anything like that. But and I'm sick. I got a runny nose. Elias got a whooping cough. He called off his sister. His sister called whooping cough for her cousin. Then she comes to the house and gives Elias it. So then they both got treated on antibiotics. Um, you got to get your medicine. Today and tomorrow is your last day. All right. All right. So when I'm done this, get ready. Caden got uh, pill antibiotics. He can't swallow pills, so we had to give him the medicine one, like the put in a syringe or like in a spoon, and he don't like that either. But he has to drink it because the whooping cough is not going to go away; it's just going to get worse. So it takes him like 10, 15 minutes just to take 2.5 mLs. Crazy, 2.5 ml. It takes him like 10 minutes. He starts gagging. It's not even in his mouth yet. He starts gagging. Like what the? He's like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with that kid when it comes to taking medicine. But he's been taking it. He had to take it for 5 days. He took it for 3 already, and then today is the 4th, and then tomorrow will be the last. I can't get that. I got a runny nose. He don't have a runny nose. He just has whooping cough. I have a runny nose, but my throat's been feeling scratchy lately, and I've been coughing. I can't get that. I can't get that shit, man. Um, they coughing every second. I can't do that. I have COPD. If I cough every second, I'll be able to breathe, and it's scaring me because this morning I woke up and my throat's a little itchy. It's a little itchy right now, but my nose is running like crazy. These kids got me sick. Um, my daughter had another child. My 7th grandchild, my 2nd grandson. My daughter Destiny, she already has 3 daughters, and she just had a son. So I'm a new grandpa. Yeah. To me, it don't feel no different. It's 7 already. First one felt different. I ain't gonna lie, but 7. Yeah. My first grandchild was a boy. Uh, he'll be 15 in October. He'll be 15. Somebody knocking? He'll be 15 in October. And then next 5 grandchildren were all girls. All girls. And then my 7th was a grandson again. So we're dying. We're dying, man. We're dying. You know? Um, my grandson's 15, man. I mean, I'm not saying he is, but he can be a daddy in 2-3 years. You know what I mean? I could be a great grandfather. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's scary, man. Just thinking about it. Great grandfather. The hell? Tell me that shit when I was 15. I would have told you it was crazy. These twisted teas are hard to open with these can openers. Come on, bitch. Wow. How the hell you open? How you open these things? I can't get this damn thing open. I think they bent the can opener. Now it's hard to open it. Is it this way? No, it's this way. Got it. Wow, that's nice. Just spilled some on my laptop. Oh shit. Where'd it go? This one. Let's spill some on my laptop. Great, your 3rd great granddaughter? Wow. 3rd. Oh my god. So, oh man, this is something I want to talk about so bad, but I can't because the mother watches my channel sometimes, so I can't talk about that stuff. There's a process going on right here. Trust me, you will know once it happens. Once it happens, you will know. Something big. Something big. I just can't talk about it because it's going to involve courts and stuff like that. But I'll let you guys know soon. Get ready to make your name. Let's see. Last time I drank Hennessy, I ended up in jail. Wow. So Rose, what brings you to Philly? Somebody needs to hit Pete up and tell him I'm live, man. Someone needs to hit Pete up. Go to Pete's channel. Comment one of his videos or something. Say Mike's live. Jen too. Can anybody get a hold of Jen? I think. Let me see if I have her number. I don't think I have her number still. I don't think so. No, I don't have her number. I used to. Well, I think it's in here. Let me see. I'm not even gonna turn this phone on. If I turn this phone, it'll start going crazy. Philly Captain's still on. Yes, he is. He's doing good. He's doing good. Um, I talked to him in the street. He told me that people are talking serious shit about me. Listen. I said, listen, Philly. All you have to do is Google my name. That's it. I talked about my crimes. You know, the one with me and Ashley, the one they're talking about with me and Ashley. I talked about that already. You see, I'm still with Ashley, right? Right? Okay. Yeah. Talk about something recent, something I did last year, last month. Don't talk about something like 20 years ago and I'm still with the person. Like, this is how desperate they are. But I told him that. I told him what happened. I explained it to him. I told him what site to go where he can go check. And he said, I'm not worried about them people, man. You know how YouTube is. People talk, you agree with them. It doesn't mean you really agree with them. You just say, yeah, I agree. We should do so that way that's what they want to hear. And so, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like I mentioned the other YouTube channel talking shit about me. He talks shit about me because that's what the haters want to hear. But when he sees me, he don't say shit to me. You know what I mean? So that's basically the same thing. He like, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, it's fucked up. But in person, he was like, I don't believe that shit. You know what I mean? Because I can Google it myself and see. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's still on. Captain's still on. He's a good guy. I mean, I see him all the time, man. He's all over the place, like me. I'm all over the place, and we see each other all the time. Um, these people are desperate, man. If they see me on a channel, they'll go to that channel and talk shit about me. That's what they do. The goat lady, they got to her on Instagram. Philly Captain, of course, Frank. You know how they are. But listen. At the end of the day, Rose, check this out, Rose. At the end of the day, right? When these people started talking about me, they had about 300 subscribers, right? They got 1,600 now. But when they had 300, when they first started talking about me, I had 5,000, 4,000, 4,000. Nah, 3,500. They had like 300. I had like 3,500. Now they got 1,600, and I got 42,000. You see the difference? It doesn't. They can continue on as much as they want. I'm still here. They try hiring people to talk about me, pretending they're my family, and guess what? I'm still here. I'm still here. Think about every time I cursed, or every time I showed a dirty wound, or anything. How many times they reported my? You know they report my videos. Come on, you got to be an idiot if you don't think they ever reported my videos. They report my videos all the time. I never got one strike. I'm still here. You know what I mean? I know that's gotta bother them. As many times they called the cops at the old place where we lived at, called the cops and all this stuff. We're still here. We're not going nowhere. As long as I follow YouTube guidelines, I am not going nowhere. This is my channel here to stay. You hear that, Boogie? My channel ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? My channel's not going nowhere. So, fucking vocal. Who or why? I'm driving in my van. Listen, Rose. I forgot to tell you something. Did you get my message? You comment on one of my videos, and I comment back and I said email me. Did you see that? Did you see that when I say email me? Did you see that? Oh, hit that like button. You still So, Rose, you still here? You didn't see it? I thought you get a notification on your YouTube that tells you that I wrote back to you. You comment on one of my videos. I forgot which one it was. And I comment back and said, email me. I thought you would get a notification on your phone or whatever when you go on your YouTube. But that day, I was going to drive to you. If you would have answered me back, I would have been like, what are you doing? Is it a good time to, go down there? Because I was going to go to you. Because that day I was having issues. I just wanted to get out of Pennsylvania and Philly. Just get out. And I wanted to take a ride like Delaware, Maryland. I was about to get a crab cage and go crabbing. And I thought about you. I said, let me hit up Rose and see if it's a good time today. Hey, but you never, I guess you didn't see the message. You didn't email me. So I ended up going somewhere else. I was out all day. Just, I'm going through that weakness shit, that with the methadone. Tomorrow will be 1 month since I did methadone. And, there was times I just wanted to get away from the kids, just get out and just park under a tree in the shade, watch YouTube in the car, or go by the river. Took Elijah with me a couple times, but I was just keeping busy, staying away from Kennington, staying away. Just I'm trying to find myself. You know what I mean? I know I'm not going to be much longer here in this world. I'm not 20 years old. I might have cancer. That's what they say. So who knows? But like I said, it doesn't matter. We're not going to be here forever. We all going to die one day. That's why I said, be kind to one another, love one another. Today could be your last day. It's too much hate in this world going on right now for anybody to hate on anybody. Too much hate. Yeah, it's getting bad everywhere all over the United States with drugs. Sorry, no, I didn't mean to do that. You hear me talking about it on my uploads. People down in Washington, D.C. is only worried about abortion rights, left and right, border patrol, medical for everybody. Like that's all they worry about. They're not worried about the opioid epidemic that's going on in this country. You see me put the numbers up. Thousands and thousands of people are dying in this country every single week from this opioid epidemic. You think they would strike that first? They talk about how people cross that border and kill Americans. We have our own problem here with opioids. Opioids is killing more Americans than anybody crossing that border. You see what I'm saying here? So yeah, they need to do more about that. Yeah, Purple. I was always afraid of death. Not no more. I always had faith in the Lord. I grew up in a Christian house, going to church. I always had faith in my religion, but now that I'm getting closer to heaven, I have more faith. I say it all the time. This wasn't an accident where we live at. This was created. I say it all the time. Every creation is a creator, and there is a higher power. There is. So yeah, the older we get, the decades that go by, we're getting closer and closer. We're at that age, like in our 50s and 60s, where we can go to doctors next week and they'll tell you got 5 months to live. That's at the age we're at right now. So every day, just bless, kiss your family, kiss your grandkids, kiss your great grandkids in Rose's case, nephews and nieces. Tell everybody you love your neighbor. Hey, good morning, neighbor. I love you. How you don't have to say I love you. Hi, neighbor. Good morning. How are you? You see somebody needs some help. If you can help them, help them. Stop them by and giving a homeless person $1 or 50 cents or a coffee or donut. It's not going to kill your life. You know what I mean? When you walk away, you can feel good. You're gonna feel good. It's gonna make you feel real good because it didn't cost you nothing. But to that homeless person, it's a lot. It's a lot to them. Yes, this is a test. I say it all the time, Purple. You must have been listening to me. We're all here because of a test. We don't belong here. We belong in heaven. And we were sent here, that's a big test. That's why I say it all the time. God gave us these tools to work, do this test. And them tools are anger, love, hate, envy, covet, swearing, like anything that has to do with your mind. Those tools God gave us to use them here on earth. But when you go back, there's only one tool: love. You go back with love, and that's it. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling coming up. Yep. This month, September, is like a break month. Just relax. Just chill. I'm not gonna do nothing. I ain't doing nothing because I don't know if I'm gonna start riding to Florida in October. I have court in October, but I don't know if my check comes at October or November. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna go to the UK. Like, you know what I mean? But if I do all that, if I do go to the UK and I do go to Florida, all that's in next month or two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna fall back off of YouTube. But of course, I told you when I go to Florida, you're gonna see a lot of videos all over Florida. Same thing with the UK. I want to go in the opioid areas of London. Pete said there was a place down there. I forgot the name. He said it's like Kensington. Like there's people all over the place. I want to buy wound care down there and give it out. Make videos. Maybe I'll have Pete recording it. I don't know. Uh, Thank you for the PayPal, Lynn. Thank you, Linda, for the PayPal. Appreciate you. Um, what was I gonna say? Nobody can get a hold of Pete, can they? You can't get a hold of Pete Rose or Kumeg or anybody. I feel bad. I feel bad. They're usually in here, but yes, God bless you. Um, I feel bad because man, these guys were here all the time. Pete, Cynthia, Janae, Jen, Todd. And then when I stop doing lives, when I come in now, they don't know I'm on here because notifications don't work sometimes. I feel bad. They don't know. I'm sure that they knew they'll be here. They'll be here if they know. Especially Cynthia and Pete. I know they will definitely. Um, Jen will too. Jen was the one asking me when I'm going to do my live again. I told her I didn't know. Um, I think I had. Let me see. I'm going to turn this damn stupid phone on. I think I have her number on this phone. But this phone has been off for like 2 weeks now. Once it turns on, it's going to pick up all my notifications from the other phone. It's going to say, "You got mail. You got mail. You got mail. You got mail." It's going to keep doing it for like 4 minutes. Watch when it goes on. You're going to hear it. It's going to say, "You got mail. You got mail." It's picking up because it's the same Google account from my other phones. So every time I got a message or any message notification on my other phones, all my phones are linked to the same Google account. So the notifications on this phone when I'm turning it on right now, it's going to start going crazy with notifications from the last 2 weeks. I think I'm checking now, Janae. I think I have it. Why you can't text her for me and let her know that I'm live? She already said you got mail. I heard it. Hold on, let me check. I might be able to do it from here. Depends on how long it takes for this to come on. I have her number too. It's just in this phone. I have to turn this phone on. Yeah, I'll text her too. You can text her. I'll text her too. I wish I could tell Cynthia and Pete. Let me see if I have her number. I'm sure I have it. In contacts. Let's see. Yep, Janae. Jeff's high on life, and Jen right here. Jen, I want to text her now. Yeah, I have Jeff's number. We used to talk until these idiots got to him. So one thing I don't do is judge people. I don't care what you tell me about somebody. I'm not going to judge them. It's just not. It's not my place to judge anybody. Text, text, text. Come on, text. I gotta wait. The phone's frozen. Text, 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 text. What's that, Lynn? Oh, it's right here. Text, text. There you go. I'm live. I'm live. Boom. I text her Janae. Janae, let's just to see if it's the same number, Janae. Hold on. I'm not gonna say the whole number. I'm just gonna say the last two digits. Is her last two digits of her phone number 97? If it's 97, that's the same number I have. Yeah, I have. I'll just text her. Lynn, I learned that at a very young age. My grandmom taught me that, like early teens, maybe late teens, never to judge because we're born sinners, and in the future you will sin, and if you judge, you'll be judged. Let God do His job. You're not God. My grandma always told me that. She said, "You're not God. Let God judge. You will also be judged, but be judged for what you do. Don't judge other people." My grandma always told us that. Yup, you got that right, Lynn. Oh, and purple said that. Only you does, right? There goes Jen. Jen, I text you. Everybody thank Jen. She asked me next time I'm doing a live. I said, I don't know. But I'm sitting here thinking about it. I says, let me go live, man. What the hell? So thank Jen, everybody. Yeah, I heard. How's that been going, Jen? How's that? Oh, Jen, if you didn't hear, I just became another grandpa like 2 weeks ago. Um, my seventh grandchild. My seventh grandchild. My first grandchild was a boy, my grandson, and then five girls, and then I had another grandson too, like 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Lynn. Um, I'll show you a picture. Hold on 1 second. Ah, oh God, I had to get it off of her phone. Something's wrong with this phone. What the hell's wrong with this phone? I got four phones, guys. Four of them. Two of them are government phones, and two of them I use them for hots. I use the hotspot off the government phones. Let me see. What's that? Let me see. Beep. I think that was her. Did you send it? All right. I got it on the black phone, but I can't get into it. I got two government phones, a S10 and an S24. Why does that say sending? I didn't send your shit. I didn't send her nothing. It says sending. Did you send it? Oh, I thought you sent it because I didn't get it yet. Hi, Tubo. Hi, Tubo. There it is. No, that's not it. No, that wasn't it. I gotta clear this. It'll pop up when it's ready. Um, um, Yesterday, I told you guys, on August 31st, Liza's brother became a teenager. He turned 13 yesterday. We had a cake for him. The cake's right here. You hear it? The phone's coming on now. Take care, Purple. God bless you and your family. Thank you for stopping in. It's not her. Let's see if she sent that. Here it is. I got it. Oh my God! I didn't ask for all that. All right, guys. I want to screenshot them, right, and then crop them because they have names on them. I don't want nobody to see the names of my grandkids. They already proved that attack anything in my family, they don't care. All right, that's it. Get out of there. Come here, and let me crop them real quick. Nope, wrong one. This one. Albums, screenshots. There you go. Crop that. That. Crop the name out of it. That's exactly what I'm doing. All right, I heard you. I told you all the notifications are coming in. Save. Look at him. He's so cute. Here. And then my granddaughter holding him on the lap, on her chest. All right, let me show you. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. All right. What was that? I don't know. That's the first one. Yes, he did. He started on the first day of school. What day was it? Monday or Tuesday, I think it was. I think it was Monday, Tuesday. It was no, it was Monday. Here's the other picture. That's my granddaughter holding her brother, her new brother. Let me see what else I got in here. I want to show you something, guys, so you can see my real last name. So you can see my real last name. That's my dad. Look at the date. He was born 1928. Look at his last name. That's supposed to be my real last name. That cool, right? I don't think I ever showed you this picture. That's me in Santa Claus, right? And that's my oldest daughter, and those are her kids. The one in the Alf outfit, that's my daughter Kaylin, my 17-year-old, and that little boy right there, that's my first grandson. He'll be 15 in October, and that's my oldest daughter. She's in the army, and she's holding one of my granddaughters. Yeah, I would do Santa like that every year. Me and Katie will go give out presents to the unfortunate, the fortunate kids that don't have presents. Um,
How about me?
yes, you always get presents. I want to show you this picture real quick, guys. All right. See that picture? I want you to close your eyes really slow and look at that picture and tell me what you see. Close your eyes really slow and look at that picture. Tell me what you see. Close your eyes really slow and look at that picture and tell me what you see. Isn't that cool, Lynn? Look at Elias when he was like 10, 11 months. My little buddy. Little buddy. My little buddy. Oh my God, man! I hope I'm not getting strep throat. I mean, not strep throat, whooping cough. That's what it's called, whooping cough. Brian, and Brittany. That's the whooping cough. Not, I think I said strep throat. It's whooping cough. It's called. Who the hell is it? Oh my God. Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of things I got to erase from this. That's it. I don't show no more. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh my God, that's when he had no hair. That's when he look at Elias when he had no hair. That's my 17-year-old daughter, Kaylin, and Elias. Look at Elias. Yeah, no hair. Look at him. Now he has long hair like me. Now he got long hair like me. Oh my God. Oh, I remember that. Oh God. Yeah, that's it. Oh my God, look how skinny I was. Oh, I can't show you that picture. Look at, oh my God. Guys, you want to see Elias? Look at Elias. This is when he was really, really bald. Wait. That's when he was really, really bald. Look at him.
Daddy.
What? I'm showing everybody how really, really bald you was. Look how bald. Yeah, you're like Kojak's great grandson. Kojak, that's your great
How
grandfather.
about Naya?
Naya, she has hair in her head. You're the one who's like a cue ball
Why?
because you had no hair.
Why on the board though?
Because you're a cue ball. You was born as a cue ball.
How about Naya?
Naya has hair.
Yeah, but I mean, how would she was a baby like that?
When she was a baby, she had hair. You had no hair. It took you like a year and a half to start growing hair.
Can I get cake soon?
Yeah, I'll give you a piece of cake soon. You have to take your medicine. Let me see, what time is it? 12. What's that say? Like around 1:30, you gotta take your medicine. And what did I tell you? 2 more days. Today and tomorrow, and you're done. All right?
After you done live, can I get something to eat?
Yes, I just told you that. And you gotta get your medicine. You've been eating too much. Go in there. Go ahead. I'll make you something more, and I'll give you some of that right there. You want that, right?
What?
This. You want that too? After you have to eat. After eat this first. Not you eat this after you eat. I'm not going to give you cake. You got to eat first.
I know. I see what I want now.
Huh?
I see what I want now.
All right, go ahead. Okay, so you see how the cue ball he was? Little cue bally. Little cue ball. I'm going to call you cue ball from now on. That's going to be your name, cue ball. All right?
Why?
Because you look, your hair. Okay, guys, this hair's
I
long.
have hair.
I know. Now you do. His hair is long. You never had a haircut in 6 years.
No, my hair to my back. Right here.
I know. It's always down to your back. He has long hair, guys.
And you too.
I know. I got my hair as long. I've been growing my hair before you was born. I think I started growing my hair in 2016 or 17. I know it was before you were born.
How about me?
So I've been growing my hair for 7, 8 years now.
How about me?
You've been growing for 6. That's it. You're 6 years old, aren't you?
Yes.
You never had a haircut, right?
No.
So that means you've been growing your hair since 6 years old. Come on. What do you mean, how about me? Oh my God. I love my buddy. Once you feel better, I'll take you to the park, okay?
Yay.
You gotta feel better though. Okay? You gotta get that cough.
Daddy, after my medicine, after I eat, can I go outside and play with my toys outside?
No. I told you cannot go outside with that cough.
Ow. You can watch me.
No, because then all the little kids come over and play with your toys and then you get them sick. No, you cannot go out there. I already told you that. So stop trying. Yeah, I had to keep him home Friday from school because Monday he has off, Labor Day. So he took his medicine Thursday, then Friday I gave him off. Saturday he has off. Sunday he has off. Monday he has off. His last dose is on Monday, so he should be good by Tuesday to go to school. I sent him Thursday when he had a little cough, but Friday was bad. He woke up like coughing last week. He's not going to school.
Yes.
That way you give him Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. You know, he'll be done his medicine by Monday. So you got 2 more days, okay? Today and tomorrow you're done. Go ahead. Go in there.
I have my life.
Well, listen, guys.
Daddy, you
Hold
know you today?
I don't know yet.
If you do, can you like this?
What do you want? Chicken cutlet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta buy chicken cutlet now.
Yeah. I didn't have that for years.
All right, hold on. Go in there. I have to tell them something about that. I need your help with something, guys. I don't know how many of you guys are from the East Coast, and if you're familiar with the ride on I-95 on the East Coast all the way down to Florida. It doesn't matter if you live in the West Coast. You got Google, right? You can Google it, right? Um, I want to bring you guys uploads on my ride to Florida. So let me know if you know a place. Hey, Mike, I want you to stop by at the White House, the Capitol. That's not far from 95. I want to stay close to 95. Don't send me on a journey 20 miles away from 95. No. You know what I mean? I want to stay close to 95. You know, of course, south of the border, it's exit 1 in South Carolina. Of course, I'm going to bring you video from there. That's right there on I-95. I don't have to go far. I get off right there and boom, south of the border, bang, get back on. I want to stop by King's Dominion in Virginia, do a video over there or something. I need help with North Carolina and Georgia. I really don't know them areas. The only thing I know in South Carolina is south of the border, exit 1. But if you guys, hey, Mike, there's a place in South Carolina, exit 20 on I-95. It's called blah 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 blah. You get off. It's like 5 miles from there. Can you do a video there? I'll check it out. Excuse me. Oh my God, this is too loud. Sorry, excuse me. I'll Google it, check it out, and I'll decide. You know what I mean? But I just don't want to drive straight to Florida. I want to stop and document things. So if you know things in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, DC, Maryland, Delaware, let me know, and I'll do my best to bring you that content. Of course, I will let you know. Hey, I got my money. I'm going to Florida in 3 days. Of course, I will let you know. But meanwhile, let me know some places that is close to 95. So, like I said, you got Philly, and then next state is Delaware on 95, and then you got Maryland, all the way to DC. You all keep going up to Virginia, and then North, South Carolina, then Georgia, and then Florida. So just let me know what you want to see, and I'll do my best to bring that to you. As long as it's close to 95. Like I said, I'm not driving 20 miles off I-95 to drive back 20 miles to get back on. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. So, and by that time, I have my new drone. I'm crazy. You think I'm not going to take a drone with me? I know there's a lot of caves and mountains down by North Carolina, like caves and all that stuff. I want to get aerial shot of that stuff, man. What the hell is that beach called in Maryland? I forgot what it's called. Help me out, Rose. That beach in Maryland, what's it called? It's not Myrtle Beach, is it? I forgot the name of the beach. I want to fly my drone around there and stuff like that. I wish I could fly. I wish I could fly my drone over the White House. That'd be cool, right? It'll shoot my shit down. But no, I'll go down there. If you've never been down DC, I'll take video of the Capitol and the monuments and stuff down there, White House, things like that. Bring that stuff to you. Are they just coming in now? Rose, what's the name of that beach in Maryland that everybody goes to? Real popular beach. I forgot the name of it. I've been there a couple of times. They got some crab, man. They got some crabs. I'm telling you, these crabs in Maryland are huge, man. You want to go crabbing? Go to Maryland. They got some huge crabs, man. Way bigger than Atlantic City and Wildwood and all that shit. Way bigger. It's crazy, them crabs. Ocean City. Yeah, there's one in Jersey, too. There's an Ocean City in Jersey. It could be Ocean City. I know it's very popular in Maryland. A lot of people go to it. Where's Myrtle Beach at? Where's that at? Myrtle Beach. You can't see me, lost in translation. You can't see me. I'm John Cena. You can't see me. South Carolina, okay. I want to go there too. I like places like that. I wish I could take Elias with me. How you doing, Loss? How you been? I'm trying to see. Do I have anything new to show you guys? I don't think I. Hmm. Let me see. I was teaching my um, daughter how to drive yesterday. I mean, she knows how, but she needs a little practice. They're letting people swim in the harbor now. Really? Hmm. Yeah, until a shark gets in there and chews somebody up, right? Let me show you something. Let me show you real quick. We're driving around in Southwest yesterday. Trying to get it. Wait. Okay. I took her driving yesterday. Um, she said she won't do it with her mother in the car, and that's true. She's like she said, Dad, one time I drove um, my mom's cousin's car, and she was like, Katie, what are you doing? Like all up in the air, and that's how my mom was. Like they get paranoid for every little thing. It took Ashley a long time to get used to my driving. She knows I'm a good driver. If there was many times that if Kaylin was driving, the shit I almost got into, she would crash, right? Yeah, there's a lot of stupid people out there. One thing I learned, and didn't I tell you this before it happened? I got a camera in my car recording everything, audio and video, so that way people can't lie and say it was my fault if I get into an accident. Um, I told her ever since cell phones, people text a lot and they don't pay attention to the lights. Even though you have a green light or you're sitting, hold on, it's a commercial. All right. If you're sitting at a red light, all right, and you wait for it to turn green, right? And it turns green and you put your foot on the gas and you go. Just because it's green, that doesn't mean you got to look both ways. Look both ways. People do not pay attention. They're texting. They go right through a red light and your light is green and they hit you or you hit them. And it happened multiple times with me. And I got the camera recording it and I like saved the video and I show Ashley. I said, look, Ashley, look at this video real quick. And she sees that I have a green light and I'm going through the intersection and here comes a car flying out of nowhere. I had to hit my brake because I looked left and right. Just because it's when you have like 5-6 green lights in a row, you're like, yeah, I'm catching all the green lights. Yeah, not me. I'll go fast, but once I get to the green light, I'll slow down and look left and right real quick because people don't pay attention. There are people texting and all that. And like 2 or 3 times, if I didn't slow down and look left and right with a green light, I would have got into an accident. The last one, it was a guy with 3 kids in the back seat. I showed her the video. She's, oh my God, what's he doing? I'm probably texting. So that's my tip for you guys, man. Just because you have a green light, you're sitting at a red light and you wait for it to turn green. Once it turns green, your first instinct is hit the gas and go, right? Look both ways before you go. People don't pay attention, man. And I really hope it happens to you and you can be like, oh my God, thank God for drones, man. If I didn't hear drones say that, I would have been into an accident. It happens all the time. It happens all the time, and I catch it on video all the time. People eating red lights, not paying attention. You know, sometimes you see them on their phone texting, and they go right through a red light when you had a green. So be careful out there, you drivers. Pay attention to the road. It's very dangerous out there. You know, even those ones that like you can have both hands on the wheel and you can talk to somebody. That's also distraction, because if you're on the phone arguing with somebody, with your spouse or family member, that's going to distract you of your thought of driving down the road, and you can also get an accident like that. Okay.
This is 30, right? Huh? So this ain't not 30?
Rose, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Is that in Maryland? I don't think that's in Pennsylvania. In Pennsylvania, you got to know how to parallel park, or you're not going to get your license. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, if you don't know how to parallel park, you ain't getting your license. So are you talking about Maryland? You don't have to parallel park when you get your license? They don't care about it? Rose says she lives in Maryland, and she says we're talking about driver's license and that. She says I don't understand why they stop people from learning how to park to get their driver's license. People can't park. I think she's saying in Maryland you don't have to parallel park to get your license. Pennsylvania, you do. Pennsylvania, if you don't know how to parallel park, I think they give you 3 up and 4 back or something like that. 3 ups and 4 backs or something like that. And if you fail, you're gonna fail. If you don't know how to parallel park, you don't need to learn how to park. Yeah, but you see, then again, Rose, Maryland, there's very little communities that is like Philly. Philly, everywhere in Philly is parallel parking. Everywhere. Unless you go into a McDonald's or something, you drive, pull in, park. But just about every resident in Philly, it's parallel parking. So yeah, they'll never do that here. A lot of places in Maryland, you pull up right in your driveway and park, or pull into a restaurant or something, park. There's really not too many places in Maryland. I've seen them, but not like Philly. Philly's like loaded with it. Like people double park, because there's no parking. Ash, I think I'm getting that whooping cough, Ash. My throat is hurting. You heard me? It's scratching, hurting. It's hot. Yeah, it's crazy. Huh. Yeah, you see the cities where you parallel park. You see that? Yeah, I've been down the city in Maryland. I used to deliver in Baltimore. I used to deliver seafood in a truck, big truck. From Philly to Baltimore, I used to drop off seafood at the supermarket. In Baltimore, Maryland, they got it's like a family franchise supermarket. I forgot the name of it, but they don't have them in Philly. I never seen them nowhere but in Baltimore. It's like a family supermarket, but they have like 4 or 5 of them. Because every time I went to Baltimore, I would go to each one, and they were like 3-4 miles apart from each other. And I would back the truck up and drop off seafood, pallets of seafood. But I never seen that name nowhere. That's how I know it's like a little family-owned franchise just in Baltimore. It's like a supermarket, like a ShopRite. It's a little smaller than ShopRite, about the same size like a Save-A-Lot. But I never heard the name before. Never heard of it before. So that's how I know it's got to be family-owned, like family in Baltimore. And they would order their seafood from us in Philly, in South Philly. We were stationed right there in South Philly by the stadiums, Eagle Stadiums and the Philly Stadium, like the food distributor center. That's where I worked at, and that's where my trucks were at. And from there, I would go to Baltimore, Connecticut, New York, Jersey, all up and down Atlantic City, Wildwood, the Parkway, everywhere. I was everywhere delivering seafood. We did this seafood to supermarkets like Acme and stuff like that. It could have been Mars. I think the word was a little longer. It could have been. I don't know. It's been since I've been there delivering seafood. Was last time I delivered seafood there to them supermarkets in Baltimore was 2000. 9/11 was 2001. 2002. Yeah, 2002 was the last time I went to them supermarkets in Baltimore delivering seafood. And we would deliver just to supermarkets, not, 5 pounds of fish. No, boxes and, boxes and boxes of crab legs and on pallets and stuff like that, on a truck, a refrigerated truck. Oh my God. Shit. Baltimore is a bad place to live, man. Bad over Baltimore is bad. Bad, man.
Philly's bad too.
Huh?
Wow. Philly's bad too.
Yeah, Philly's bad. But
Philly and
Baltimore,
Baltimore.
is too. Like
Philly and Baltimore's like the same.
Philly has more residents.
So
Way
that
more.
means more murders.
Yeah, of course. Philly has more murders than Baltimore. I know that. St. Louis is the number one right now.
Really?
Yeah, St. Louis.
Murder
The
rate?
murder rate in St. Louis. No, I think it was Mars, Rose. I think it was Mars. No, Santoni sounds like an Italian name. These were only black neighborhoods. All the employees were black in the back, in the front. So these were like low income areas, like a Save a Lot. Um, so it wasn't that. It wasn't. That's Italian name. Trust me, it wasn't Italian. It wasn't Italian. It could have been Mars. I don't know. Um, Last time I was in Baltimore, besides that, what I said, delivering seafood. That was the last time I delivered seafood to Baltimore. It was 2002. Last time I was in Baltimore, um, if I was to guess, 2005 or six. 2005, 5 or 6. Last time I was in Baltimore. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. I passed it a lot, Maryland, like I-95 when I pay the toll and go in the tunnel. You know that tunnel I got on 95. You pay the toll and go through. It takes you right into DC or whatever it is, and then straight down 95 to Virginia. I went through that tunnel dozens of times. Yeah, I used to go to. There's a diner in Maryland. It's called. Is it Ogle's Diner? Let me see. Hold on. I gotta Google it just to make sure. No, it's not Ogle's Diner. Ogle's is in Jersey. Let me see. Maryland diners. So, not the Honeybee. Let's see. Not the Broadway Diner. College Park. Clear Springs. Double T Diner. Metalius Diner. Delmore Diner. EC Diner. Boulevard Diner. Silver Moon Diner. The Paper Moon Diner sounds familiar, but it wasn't that one. Cambridge Diner. Nick's Diner. Double T Diner. Double T Diner. Mary's Diner. Silver Diner. XL Diner. Easton Diner. That's it. I used to go to Easton Diner, and there was another one. Hold on.
Mommy,
Silver Mountain.
Mom, it's like you
Double
wanted-
silver.
you wanted iron.
Route 40 Diner. I went to that one. Testy Diner. Overlead Diner. Silver Diner.
Daddy,
Thompson Diner. What's up? Sip and Bite.
when we go,
Hold on, Bob. Hold on. Southside. Blue Moon. Springfield. Reno's Restaurant. Westchester Diner, the Diner, Frying Pan, Grum's Cafe, Country Squirrel, Stone Creek, Country Pride, Chaps, not Denny's. There was there's a diner I'm missing that I used to go like all the time. I went to like 3 diners down there.
They're clean, but they have to go back to the dryer.
Matter of fact, I remember if I look at the map because I remember which way I drove. Maryland.
Oh, I thought that's not clean.
Well, yeah, it is. That's what the boy said.
Baltimore.
That's it.
Fairfax. Rehoboth Beach. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I used to go to Route 49 all the time. Rehoboth Beach is right next to Bethany Beach and next to Ocean City. Let me see. Where's Route 301 50? All right, here's 95. Went down here past Wilmington and then hit Baltimore. Which way did I go? Dover Diner's another one. Hold on. Milford.
Well, go check on the
Oak. Missouri, Lamar, Seafield, Greensville, Hurlock, Cambridge, Easton Diner is another one. But Rock Hall, Kent Island, St. Michael's, Oxford, Cambridge. Wow. Yeah, man. I remember hitting that route, man. Wow. It's been a while. I want to go to Kent Island. What's up, bud?
Can we go to Target tomorrow?
Target.
No, I said, can we go to the diner tomorrow?
The diner?
Yes.
But you know I don't got money for that. Come on. You know that. That's expensive.
How many at cost?
What?
How many money at cost?
How many money that costs? I don't know. How many money does it? He said, how many money that costs? A diner. It depends what you buy.
You went to a diner before, Bob?
Yeah,
I took him like 2 weeks ago. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember I took you to the diner, just me and you,
yeah.
and you bought. No, you wanted French fries, so I got the cheeseburger platter, and it came with French fries. So instead of ordering you French fries, I just gave you mine. Save money, remember?
Yeah.
And you said, "Ooh, their French fries are good." At Penrose Diner,
Yeah.
they are good, and the cheeseburger's good too. They're like this fat.
Cheeseburger?
Yeah, I got lettuce and tomato on it, and that purple onion. What's that purple onion called?
Cheeseburger sounds good.
You wanna go?
Tomorrow?
So,
I'm serious. He can have the fries.
well, I'm waiting for this lady.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, we going today?
Don't. I'm live. Watch what you say.
That's
Yeah,
why
watch what you say. Because you know who might be watching. She watches my channel. You know that, right?
I'm so happy we going today after
Maybe we can go later.
Yeah, we'll go later. After
she
after.
goes.
Yeah, after. I've been to the Silver Moon. Not to eat, to deliver. Yeah. I didn't see it on the map. Elmer? No, Elmer's in Jersey. Elmer's not. It sounds like Elmer's Diner, somewhere in Maryland. I think Elmer's in Jersey. Or is it Maryland? Elmer. Elmer's Diner. Elmer's Diner. Wait, I forgot, man. You're talking, man. I haven't delivered seafood since 2003. So yeah, it's a long time ago. 21 years ago. Damn, 21 years ago. Um, I'm thinking about getting back on the road though, delivering local, not local, driving trucks local. 10 minutes, really? Okay. um, Rose lives down that way. Oh, the Rose, you got to try my meatloaf. I like meatloaf.
Roast beef is better.
I like making mine with ketchup and bacon.
Yeah, but roast beef is better.
You think roast beef's better? Nah,
Roast
I'd
beef
rather have
with
meatloaf.
the sauce, with the gravy, with the
Nah.
carrots and potatoes.
Oh yeah, you talk about the stew.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
Meatloaf stew with the
yeah.
carrots and shit. Yeah, it's just bang. Hell yeah. But I like my meatloaf. I like the bacon with ketchup on top. Um, some people don't do it that way. I like doing it. I like it that way. Jenny, I used to live like 25 minutes from there. Okay. Um, oh, you're from Egg. Oh, you're from Egg Harbor. Okay. My little sister had a hair salon in Pleasant Point, Pleasantville. What actually was Pleasantville, right? Pleasant, no, Pleasant, New Jersey.
Pleasantville, I think.
Is it Pleasantville or Pleasant? It's just Pleasant.
I don't know.
It's down by the shore, though. I know that. Pleasant or Pleasantville? I forgot which one.
That's near Green Island.
Yeah, that way. Yep. Yep. I should drive down there all the time for a chat or hair salon. Um, Pleasantville. That's it. Jenny says she's 10 minutes from there. Wow. Damn. What was? If I remember her address, she don't have the store there no more. But if I remember the address, it's been a while. Wow. I don't know. She lives in Florida now, so she don't have that store no more. But she owned uh hair salon in Pleasantville. It was a high Mexican area, so a lot of her customers were Mexican. A lot of Mexican in that area in Pleasantville. But she didn't work there. She had like 12 chairs, and she would rent them out to people that had license. And every month she'll come and collect, you know, money. They rent a chair off of her, so every month she would collect the money from them. Um, yeah, so they have the hustle. They pay their rent. Then she'll pay the mortgage and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so yeah, then you should know what I'm talking about. It's a small community, but there's if I was to guess, 75% Hispanics, like Mexicans and stuff. Because every time I went there, like every customer that came in was Mexican, every single one. A white person never walked in there, a black person, a Chinese person. It was all Mexicans. Maybe a Dominican here and there, you know what I mean? But it was Mexicans in Pleasantville. And the hair cutters were like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. Oh man, I'm trying to think what the hell was next door. I'm trying to think. I think there was a Dunkin' Donuts across the street because I remember. Yeah, there's a Dunkin' Donuts right across the street. 'Cause I used to go across the street and get a coffee. There's a Dunkin' Donuts right across on the main strip in Pleasantville. It's like a 4-lane strip. 2 lanes going east, 2 lanes going west, And there's a Dunkin' Donuts right there, and right across the street was the hair salon. I remember walking across the street all the time getting a coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I was living there for a couple weeks until I came back to Philly. I got homesick. Couldn't be down there. Yeah. Yeah, my little sister went to school first. She got her license, and then she opened up a business in South Philly. Then she opened up a business in Pleasantville. I'm pretty sure she has one now in Florida. But kudos to her, man. You know, not like some people in the family sit on their ass and collect checks and stuff like that and marry people for money. My little sister went out and got hers. She went out and did hers. You know, since as soon as she turned 18, she was out hustling, making money, never dependent on a man. So, you know what I mean? I get shout out to her for that. And of course, my oldest sister. There's not enough to say about her. You know, like, I don't know what to say. She's just successful, you know? So far, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of her 7 kids are already in college. Like, and she's never been on welfare or anything like that. She does it on her own. She never had a man give her shit. You know, she's been working her whole life. Works for a big shot lawyer, makes a lot of money, and she just went through college, got masters. Like she's it. My oldest sister's it, and my youngest sister, very successful. They never use men, never use their vagina to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? They always did it. And that's why I'm proud of my oldest sister and my youngest sister. Very successful people. What the hell was that? I'm trying to think. Hold on. I gotta plug this in. This is dying. Is the
Okay, dinner time.
dinner time?
You get some lunch.
He said dinner.
I know dinner time.
You want me to make you your heck of soup that you have in there?
In AC, 35 years, I was a casino cashier and part-time blackjack. Oh my God, that's all I play is blackjack. We're just talking about that. So all I do is blackjack, 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 blackjack. Next time I go to Atlantic City, or I was just in Wildwood not too long ago. I remember I'll hit you up. You know, maybe we can hang out, meet out. And when I go out there, I can't go out like drinking or that because I bring my son with me. It's just me and my son. So it's not saying you drink. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if I ever go out to places like that, I can't go into bars and stuff like that because I take my son with me. Give me a cup. Huh?
Can you get right here?
Just a little bit. Yeah, like I'm giving him a lot. You know better. You know better. You know better. That's it. Look, show mommy. Go show mommy what I gave you. Look, see it? That's all I give him. It's like 2 swallows. That's it. He knows he's not allowed to have. He can't have soda like that. Here, put it back. He gets 2 swallows in a cup. That's it. You better enjoy both of them. Oh yeah. That when I gambled in the casino, that's all I played with blackjack. That's it. I didn't play nothing else. I didn't like nothing else. I don't like craps. I don't like them black dominoes or white dominoes, whatever the hell they are. I don't like the card games. I don't like none of that shit. Blackjack, that's it. I don't even play with the slot machines. I hate them too. So yeah, just if you ever heard that I was in the casino, yeah, he's over there at the casino. Just go to the blackjack table, you'll find me. That's it. I'm gonna head out of here, guys, but I'm gonna let you say hi to Elias first, all right? Come on, Elias. Come sit down. Say hi to everybody. I'm gonna put the camera on. Okay. Give me this free spoon on my laptop. Over here, come here, right here.
Hi.
Hold on. Let me put the camera on.
Oh.
There you go.
Hi.
Albert, you don't go like that. Look how long his hair is. Turn around. Look at that. All right. Right there. Oh, that's how, right there. That's good. No, that's good. I just wanted to cover up the stuff on there. So you want to say hi? Okay.
What is this?
But that's so the table don't scratch the wall. You see all the scratches on the wall?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that side don't scratch. All right. Jenny says hi. Jenny.
Hi, Janice.
Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Let's see who else is in here. Jen was in here. I don't know where she went. Jen.
Go hi, Jen.
Janae.
Hi, Janae.
Let's see who else was in here. I don't know. Just Lynn and Rose the only ones talking. Oh, lost translation. Lost. They lost.
Hi, boss.
Lost and hi.
Dad.
What?
Why Super Spy not here?
Why is Super Spy not here?
Yes.
Because she's a spy.
He always not here.
Because she was a spy. She was a spy for another channel. He still talks about Super Spy. This is why I don't like him getting attached to nobody. Because I don't know who's going to turn into a jerk. And then, he'll start missing them. That's why I don't want him to get attached to nobody no more. People are cruel, man. People are cruel. Super Spy was a spy for another channel. Okay? That's all I have to say. What's the name of that medicine they gave me?
This right here?
No, that's mine.
Yeah. Not it first.
I'll spell it out, all right? 'Cause I don't know how to pronounce it. AZITHROMYCIN as in Nancy.
N.
Pick that up.
N.
Yeah, it's an antibiotic, but I don't know how to pronounce what it's called. It's a long. Don't play with that. Don't do that. That's a microphone. Don't do that. It's a long word. I just spelled it out. I don't know how to pronounce it. Z-Pack for short. Okay. All right, bud. Come on. Let me say goodbye. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Again, guys. You see the ticker, right? You see the ticker. You see the ticker, right? Read the ticker. The way I'm gonna do it, like, let's say you send me $20 here. Like, if you say you can do whatever you want with it, but if you say it's for wound care, I'll take that 20. I'll order some things, and then I will show. This is from, like I say, let's say it was from Rose. I would say this is from RW. This is what I bought with the money you sent. And that way you can look at it, calculate it up, and I already did it once. And that's it. I'm not doing the Amazon wish list no more. I'm not doing that no more. It's crazy how I'm getting more requests now to put it back up than ever. It's funny, man. People that I never even heard of. They think I'm a duh. That's what they think, but I'm not a duh. They're the duh. They're thinking that I'm going to fall for shit like that. So let me put this back. There you go. Oh my God. So remember, guys, links in the description. Like I said, I don't know when I'm going to start that video with the history of Philadelphia. I learned a lot, things that I never talked about, and I'm not talking about Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, and Washington Square. I'm not talking about that stuff. I talk about that all this shit all the time. The shit that I'm going to be talking about, you're going to be like, okay. This is what I like about Google. people are gonna try to make me look like an idiot, but they're gonna be the people that's gonna Google it and be like, he's right. That's exact year and everything. You know what I mean? So people make themselves look stupid. You know what I mean? So yeah. So remember, guys, I'm gonna take a break with videos this month. I'll probably throw some here and there. I don't know if I go to my cousins in North Philly. I carry a backpack in my vehicle in the back. It won't carry in there. And you know, if I run down North Philly, the streets of gold down by Fish Street, you know, just ride around or something. And I hate Kensington. I always carry my cameras with me because you know you never know. I always film the police. If they stop me, I film the police. I just like to have a camera with me, and I'm not talking about my cell phone. I'm talking about my DJI camera. I like to carry that with me, so I have that with me all the time. If I'm out there, trust me, it's not going to be planned. Trust me, it's not. The next video you see of Kensington, it's not planned. I was just in the area. I say, hey, I'm here in Kensington. I'm going to stop by and make a video or two. That's it. It's not. I'm not planning to go down there anymore anytime soon. The videos of Philadelphia, of that history stuff, I want to take you places and historical houses and, you know, historical things. I'll probably be starting that at the end of the month or in October, but I just want to take a break for this month. I don't know when the next time I'm going to upload a video. I really don't. So for you guys that love the channel, I'll be back. And everybody else, thank you for being here. If this is your first time watching, please hit the like button, subscribe if it's possible, hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified of new content. Take care, Lost Bros. Everybody, thank you, Lynn, again for the PayPal. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in, and just keep your notifications on because you never know when the next time I'm going to come in here. All right, guys, take care. Love you guys. Love is the key. Drama free. Until next time, this is Mike for Narcotropolis. Peace, everybody. Peace.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I